Only time I'm acknowledging the hat, slime hat. Dragon Quest Seven Reimagined came out. Was it 2 weeks ago now? I did not expect for me to like it as much as I did. I genuinely believe that this is a top 5 game experience for me, and I was not even trying to like. Obviously, you don't really try to get games to be a top 5 experience for you or a top 10 experience for you, but it just kind of happens. But I feel like midway to a game, or even sometimes, like for me with Metaphor Fantasio, before I even started, I was like, "This is about to be a top 5 experience." But I had no clue that Seven Reimagined was gonna hit me as hard as it did. And honestly, I think the reason why I did, if I really had to like break it down, is because of the the way, honestly, the way it looks, like the aesthetic and just the charmingness. Like obviously I really like Dragon Quest. The soundtrack's pretty much the same in every game, but it's still really good. I thought the characters were good. I thought that the story of Seven is a lot like more, I don't want to say deep, but it has more complexity than people think. Like allow me to be allow me to be that guy for a second. I really think that this game is a metaphor of how we as humans learn about the world around us, right? I think it's a metaphor about growing up, right? Because think about it. Beginning of the game, you're just in an island with no monsters, with no threats, right? This could be represent like no obstacles. You're living a sheltered life. He has good parents, right? So that kind of just ties into that whole like he is just a little kid that has not really unlocked the world yet, quite literally in game, but also metaphorically in his. And then there's his friend Kiefer, right? Who he is also young, a little bit younger than I think other Dragon Quest characters for sure. Maybe not as sheltered, but I mean he's a prince, right? But he's also always getting into mayhem, always getting into mischief, and they both want to learn about the world, to learn about the world around them, and obviously that turns into an adventure that we play as. And I think that that concept people find simple, and it is in a way, right? It is a simple in execution as well. The stories in each island don't go that deep. You really aren't like incredibly compelled in any one story beat. At least I wasn't. Towards the end I was, but in the beginning it was just like, oh okay, we're in the robot land, oh, okay, we're in this land. But the macro story and how it affects at least Kiefer, right? I thought Kiefer was super well written. I thought Kiefer, like I this is my first time playing Seven. I played like 5 hours of the 3DS version like 4 years ago, and I just didn't go far. So this is really my first time. Like Maribel and Kiefer, I feel like these characters are not talked about. Like these guys should be up there with Yengus, should be up there with Eric. Like I really do believe that. Like yes, it is simple, and they honestly don't really talk that much, but when they do, and when you really just put it in the context of what's happening in the world, it I don't know. For me, it just worked. It clicked. Like I love these guys. Like I genuinely do, and I think Seven with the reimagined. I don't know if how the original or the 3DS version is, but at least with the reimagined, it felt long, yes, but it kind of gave me the same vibe as when I first read or watched One Piece, which is like each individual story beat has its own thing going on where it doesn't really feel like, oh my god, this is hour 50 and I'm not even close to being done. It's like, oh, we're doing this now. Okay, that's over. And it kind of gives like a natural like satisfaction. And then you move on, and then you move on, and then you move on. It took me 2 weeks to beat this game, and honestly, I was playing it pretty much all day as much as I could. Like, no, well, not all day, but every day at least I would play a little bit. And I never got tired of it. I don't know. The combat system is simple, but it works. Towards the end, I was strategizing, I was making moves, I was doing things, and I was having fun with it. I do think Aisha, and Sir Mervyn are naturally weaker characters. I haven't even talked about Ruff yet. I think he's cool. He's honestly just like the cute guy. He doesn't really do much, but I do like his like little dialogues and this innocence of life. Again, adding to the whole theme of like learning about your surroundings and growing and doing all that. And we can even apply that same mentality with Aisha and Sir Mervyn because Aisha, am I saying that name right? She lives with the roamers, right? She's been with the roamers. Um, she's been with the roamers her whole life, so she doesn't really have a place on the world. Like literally, she's just a nomad. She goes to place. She kind of is like that kid, and you might have even been that kid growing up, where you are like in one school for like a year, maybe even half a year, because your parents are moving because they're military or they're whatever. She was that person, right? So she never felt that connection to the world because she didn't have the opportunity to. So she also is embarking on this journey to also learn in her own terms about the world, and then in herself. Like, although she's a little bit older, she's still learning just like this young cast is. Sir Mervyn was literally locked in a prison for like however many years. So he is literally learning about the world around him because he has never seen half of this stuff. He probably freaking out when he saw the automaton. He's like, "What is this robe? What is happening? This mechanical creature attacking me?" So this video really has no point. I just want to say, Dragon Quest Seven is awesome. It is generally a top 5 video game of all time for me, probably. I think it is misunderstood. I think it is the best Dragon Quest I've ever played. I haven't played all of them, but I have played a lot of them. And it reminds me a lot of One Piece and the wonderfulness of One Piece. And I really love this game. And I'm going to go play Octopath Traveler Zero now. It's my next game. Bye.